Good morning, fellow enthusiasts. Picture this scenario. You're standing in your driveway at dawn, coffee in hand, staring at what might be the most irrational vehicle purchase you've ever made. It's massive. It's powerful beyond reason. And it represents everything that's both right and wrong with American automotive culture. Welcome to the world of the Ford F-150 Raptor R, a truck that from 2023 through 2026 has redefined what it means to have too much of a good thing. The Raptor R arrived as a V8-powered model for 2023, entering a market that desperately needed something to believe in again. This wasn't just another truck launch. It was Ford's declaration that despite electrification, downsizing, and environmental concerns, there was still room for something gloriously excessive. For those of us in the 30 to 55 demographic who remember when trucks were tools and performance was measured at the drag strip, not the sand dunes, the Raptor R represents a fascinating evolution. It's what happens when engineers are given permission to answer a question nobody really asked. What if we made the most powerful production performance truck ever created? The 2023 model year marked the beginning of the Raptor R story. With 700 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque from a V8 supercharged engine, Ford wasn't just entering the supertruck segment, they were declaring war. The 2023 Raptor R's 5.2-liter supercharged Predator V8 wasn't some hastily assembled powerplant. This blown 5.5-liter mill was derived from the supercar-rivaling Mustang GT500, bringing legitimate performance credentials to the pickup segment. The competition was immediate and fierce. Ram's TRX with its Hellcat engine had been dominating the space, but the 2023 Raptor R was quicker in a straight line, hitting 60 miles per hour in a crazy 3.7 seconds as opposed to the TRX's 4.1 seconds. These weren't pickup truck numbers. These were sports car numbers from vehicles weighing over 3 tons. The starting MSRP of the 2023 Ford F-150 Raptor R was $109,145, positioning it firmly in luxury territory. But buyers weren't purchasing practicality, they were investing in capability and bragging rights. If 2023 was about making a statement, 2024 was about perfection. Ford released power figures for the 2024 F-150 Raptor R, with the 5.2-liter supercharged V8 now rated at 720 horsepower and 640 pound-ft of torque, representing a 20 horsepower increase over the 2023 model, which Ford says is the result of reduced air inlet losses coupled with an optimized calibration that also results in a wider torque curve. This wasn't just a simple ECU tune. A new hood gave Ford engineers the airflow needed for them to extract 20 extra horsepower from the R's supercharged 5.2-liter V8 and flatten the engine's torque curve a bit. When you're redesigning body panels for 20 horsepower, you know you're dealing with serious engineering commitment. The 2024 updates went beyond just power. Fox and Ford teamed up to revise the Raptor's live valve suspension, which updates valving characteristics on the fly depending on drive mode and driving style. The new dual live valve system works under compression and rebound. Previously, it was only on compression. The new shocks are standard on any Raptor with 37-inch tires and all Raptor Rs. These shocks and redesigned CV axles allow Ford engineers to squeeze another half-inch of travel out of the front suspension for a maximum 13.5 inches. Performance metrics remain staggering. At our Michigan test track, the Raptor R displayed impressive hustle, requiring a scant 3.6 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour and blasting past the quarter-mile mark in 12.0 seconds at 113 miles per hour. Perhaps most significantly for 2024, Ram announced that it will discontinue the current TRX after the 2024 model year, leaving the Raptor R essentially unopposed in the supercharged V8 supertruck arena. Across the 2023 to 2026 model years, the Raptor R hasn't been just about raw power, it's been a showcase of Ford's technological capabilities. The truck features 7 distinct drive modes, each dramatically altering the vehicle's personality. From the relatively civilized normal mode to the anything-goes Baja mode, these aren't just marketing gimmicks. They're complete recalibrations of throttle response, transmission behavior, steering weight, and suspension settings. Those Fox dual live valve dampers that perform so well in the extreme conditions a properly used Raptor are as likely to encounter endow the high-performing pickup with a ride as smooth as that of a Lincoln Navigator on pavement. This is the magic of modern engineering. A truck that can jump sand dunes at 70 miles per hour and cruise to the office in comfort. The interior technology has evolved to match the mechanical sophistication. Every Raptor R features Ford's S150 system with a 12-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and a fully digital 12-inch instrument cluster. The latter can display everything from traditional gauges to off-road specific information like pitch and roll angles, wheel articulation, and differential temperatures. Trail control functions as cruise control for challenging terrain, maintaining a set speed between 1 and 20 miles per hour while the driver focuses solely on steering. Trail turn assist can lock the inside rear wheel during tight turns, effectively pivoting the truck around obstacles that would stop lesser vehicles. Let's have an honest conversation about what it's actually like to own one of these beasts from 2023 through 2026. According to the trip computer in the Raptor R, the truck averaged 10.1 miles per gallon overall. Fitted with a 36-gallon fuel tank, I saw 360 miles of range. At current fuel prices, you're essentially funding a small oil company every month. The Raptor R's width, 87 inches with those massive fender flares, means it won't fit in many garages. Parking structures become adventures in spatial awareness. Drive-throughs require careful navigation. Your spouse will question your judgment. Your neighbors will either love you or file noise complaints when you fire it up on quiet Sunday mornings. The Ford F150 Raptor R can tow up to 8,700 pounds while the maximum pulling capacity of the normal Raptor is 8,200 pounds. Max payload is 1,400 pounds for both. These numbers, while respectable, are actually lower than what a standard F-150 can manage, a reminder that this truck prioritizes performance over utility. But here's the thing, none of this matters to Raptor R owners. Because when you're behind the wheel, feeling 720 horsepower surge through that magnificent V8, hearing the supercharger whine as you accelerate, experiencing the suspension soak up impacts that would destroy normal vehicles, all those practical concerns simply evaporate. From 2023 through 2026, the Raptor R has faced an evolving competitive landscape. Initially, the Ram 1500 TRX was its primary rival, boasting 702 horsepower from its Hellcat engine. But Ford had advantages beyond the spec sheet. In 2023, the Raptor R weighed in at around 6,000 pounds, giving it a power-to-weight ratio of 0.12 horsepower per pound, superior to the heavier TRX. With the TRX's discontinuation after 2024, the landscape shifted. The F-150 Raptor competes with other high-performance pickups including the Ram 1500 RHO, Chevrolet Silverado 1500 ZR2, and Rivian R1T. But none of these offer what the Raptor R does. A supercharged V8 with over 700 horsepower. With the V8 Ram TRX biting the dust for 2024, the Raptor R stands 300 horsepower above its only other V8 competition, the 420 horsepower Silverado ZR2. The Ram 1500 RHO that replaced the TRX makes do with a twin-turbo inline-six, competent, certainly, but lacking the visceral appeal and outright performance of the Raptor R's supercharged V8. The electric Rivian R1T offers impressive acceleration and unique capabilities, but it appeals to a different buyer, one more interested in silent speed than sonic fury. The Raptor R isn't just about going fast, it's about the entire sensory experience of doing so. After a busy 2024, wherein the Raptor received updated cosmetics, available Fox dual live valve shocks, wider front tow hooks, and new headlamps, the 2025 model carries over essentially unchanged. This isn't laziness on Ford's part. When you've created something this capable, dramatic changes aren't necessary. We don't expect Ford will overhaul the Raptor for a new generation for 2026, but given that the current generation model arrived for 2021, a redesign is likely only a couple of years away. The 2026 model year represents the mature phase of this generation, where all the lessons learned have been incorporated. Looking at the 2026 model, Ford didn't just stop at engine upgrades, The 2026 model brings a refreshed design, smarter tech, and improved durability. You'll notice a bolder front fascia, new LED lighting, and exclusive Raptor R badging. Pricing has evolved predictably across these years. The new Raptor R package adds $31,575 to a 2024 F150 Raptor's price for a total of $111,550. This is not a big increase over the 2023 model, which started at around $110,000. By 2025 and 2026, expect prices to creep toward $115,000 before options, firmly in luxury vehicle territory. The question isn't whether these trucks are worth the money, that's entirely subjective. The question is whether anything else delivers this combination of capability, performance, and pure emotional satisfaction. The answer, quite simply, is no. The Raptor R from 2023 to 2026 represents more than just a truck, it's a cultural phenomenon. In an era of increasing electrification and environmental consciousness, it stands as a defiant celebration of internal combustion excess. We live in the final throes of the V8 era, and the Raptor R has the best muscle car drivetrain anyone could ask for, packaged inside a trophy truck you can put license plates on. This isn't just nostalgia talking. The Raptor R serves as a halo vehicle for Ford, demonstrating engineering capabilities that filter down to other products. The suspension technology, the engine management systems, the material science, all of these advance the entire automotive industry. For our demographic, those who've lived through the muscle car era, the import tuner craze, and now the EV revolution, the Raptor R represents something special. It's possibly the last of its kind, a greatest hits album of everything we've loved about American performance vehicles. A factory-prepared desert racing trophy truck, the 2024 Ford F150 Raptor R covers wastelands as rapidly as the laws of physics and the limits of human endurance will permit. That's not just marketing hyperbole, it's an accurate assessment of what Ford has achieved. So, what do we make of the Ford F150 Raptor R from 2023 through 2026? It's excessive, impractical, and astronomically expensive. It gets terrible fuel economy, won't fit in most garages, and will have your environmentally conscious friends questioning your sanity. It's also absolutely, unequivocally brilliant. The 2024 F150 Raptor R is the single greatest performance truck ever made. That statement holds true across all these model years. This isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet or lap times at a test track. It's about creating something that shouldn't exist but does, and does so magnificently. For those of us who can afford to be irrational, who see a mountain not as an obstacle but as an opportunity, who believe that too much horsepower is almost enough, the Raptor R from 2023 to 2026 represents the pinnacle of automotive achievement. In 20 years, when we're all shuttling around in autonomous electric pods, we'll look back at the Raptor R as the moment when American automotive engineering reached its glorious, excessive peak. It's a reminder that sometimes, just sometimes, more really is more. Ford reigns supreme. The Raptor R's supercharged power, innovative suspension, and weight-saving aluminum body give it a performance edge that no other truck can match. While the Ram TRX may have started the horsepower race, Ford has finished it, with superior engineering, lighter construction, and smarter design. Thank you for joining me on this journey through 4 years of automotive excess. The Ford F150 Raptor R doesn't make sense, but in a world that increasingly demands sensibility, perhaps that's exactly why it's so important. It's not just a truck, it's a 720 horsepower middle finger to compromise, and we should celebrate it while we still can.